Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. It is Monday, so you already know we are trading options and we're reviewing our plays in the big account. So far, so good. The balance is going up and to the right. We have a new goal. As you guys know, we started this series and we started the goal back in December of 2024 with a goal to hit 160,000. Well, we've surpassed that, and now since I've hit that goal, it is time to start adding to the contributions, snowballing all of these options, and slowly but surely building the account to an even larger position. So let's talk about the plays we had from last week. Lots of them expired worthless. Some of them we rolled into this week, and we played a couple of new plays this morning, and I have some cash on deck to make more plays if we get some further pullbacks throughout the week. So let's take a look at the account for the day. We are up 310 or so dollars, pretty much flat for the day. For the week, we are up 698. For the month, we are up about 4% or 6,335. 3 months up 19,000 or 13.74%. 1 year, year to date up 26%. Or 34,000. And in comparison, I think SPY is up about 9% for the year. So that's where we're sitting in comparison to SPY. 1 year we are up, 1 year we're up $61,000 or 58.98%. And then all time since we opened this account about 2.5 years ago, we're up 83,000 or 101.46%. Not too bad for just our average Joe trading some cash care puts and covered calls. So let's jump into it. Let's look at the positions. Full transparency as always. We'll jump into it. We show each and every single trade. We've showed the entire journey since I moved this account over to Robinhood back when it was $80,000 or so. Yeah, $81,000. So we've doubled it up, and we're just going to keep going. So I want to take a look at it, but first things first, full transparency. Let's take a look at the entire week that we've had over the last week. So we lost some shares back on August 8th of Apple, and then we got a bunch of cash, right? So we got at it. We sold some hood puts, $153 there. US puts for $60. We transferred in from my just regular brokerage account another $1,000. We got a $30 bonus for that from Robinhood. And we're going to start trickling in some more money. I know seasonality-wise, next month is supposed to be red month. So I'm trying to stay smart with that, keep some cash on reserve. But I'm going to start taking some of the profits from my option trades in my taxable brokerage and start throwing them into here. And then we'll get the sucker maxed out as we always do. We sold some MSTX puts for 120. And then we bought to close some TSLL puts, sold some more MSTX puts for another 120, bought to close those hood puts for 12, more MSTX puts into this week for $300 credit, and that was at I think the minimum strike on MSTX. We let the 20 puts expire worthless. We let the Connell puts expire worthless at the 23 and the 25. Then this morning, we sold some ETH $110 puts at a decently safe delta. We'll look at those for $160. And then there was a Robinhood pullback. It went back down to about 110-ish, 111-ish. And we sold some puts for 142 premium there. So that's all the trades and all the updates over the last week for the IRA. And we have $21,000 worth of buying power. Of course, we have the $1,000 worth of contributions now. When it comes to the contribution history, you guys know how we do it here. 2024, we maxed it out with the 7,000. 2023, we maxed it out as well. And then 2022, we just had started the account. And so a lot of the contributions were in with another broker there. So we only did 315 that year. But we're going to max it out, of course. I think you have until, I want to say April. Yeah, I want to say April of 2026 to max it out. But we'll get it maxed out here. We'll probably just do $500 to $1,000 each and every single time. And I'm just going to take it purely from the profits in the taxable brokerage. So that's where we're sitting on the contributions. That'll add to the power of getting us towards that $175,000 mark by the end of the year. And these are all the puts we have on the table, right? So we have those hood puts are up about $100 from this morning. We have the ETHU puts. Those are up about $40 from this morning. Speaking of the ETHU puts, I'm trying to see what was the delta these are sitting at. Now they're at about a 0.04. So super low chance of getting a sign there. But this thing moves. So when it moves, it moves. So that's where we're sitting on the ETHU puts. We have the MSTX puts at the 16 up $280 already. The $20 puts up $140. The OSE puts, that one's trading really well today it's up about 7.5%. So those ones are, I think it's a penny, 3 cents to close. So we'll just keep letting those ride. And then the long dated TSLL puts, you guys saw those. They're just continuing to work. So up 760 on the 8s and up 443 on the up 520 on the 443s out for January of 2026. So just chilling on those. And yeah, so things are looking good. You love when you see puts like this. It's an absolute money printer, and that's the goal, right? We're just trying to go up and to the right. We're doing it a pretty safe-ish way. We're allowing for some decent pullbacks in the market in order to get assigned, and we're just taking opportunities as they come. So didn't see any other opportunities. That's why we're sitting on the $21,000 worth of buying power. If I see more opportunities, of course, I will alert it when I see it fit. And of course, I'll alert those in the Discord and on X and wherever I can. So that's what I'm seeing on the table as of right now. Full transparency, of course, this is every single trade we've made in this Roth IRA the entire year. And we've taken you along the entire journey. These are all the trades we have from last week. You can kind of see for the most part, honestly, for the most part, most of these trades are between the 0.5% and 1% a week. That's what we like to do. All the trades, we have some more aggressive ones like the EOSC put. That's at 2.2%, but keep in mind that was that was more than a 1 week trade. If we're in the 1 week trade range, we're usually around like this ETH and the hood put, right? At the 0.7, which puts us at a pretty decent delta. And then MSTX as well. Those are, closer to that 1% mark, but we went super low deltas there. So it had to have a massive pullback to get there. How are we looking for the year? Let's take a look. Let's scroll up to the very top here. For August, we are at $2,161 worth of options premium, about 18 days through the month. $1,462 worth of wheel gains, and that's from the shares we wheeled out of on Apple. And you guys saw that just 2 weeks ago. We wheeled out of TSLL, we wheeled out of Apple, and then we booked the gains there, right? So we love to wheel in, we love to wheel out. That's part of the strategy here. And that's where the 1,400 came from there. So far we started the month at 156,000. We're sitting about 164, almost 165,000. So we're looking good there at a 2.31% return on our money for trading options. And today we surpassed $30,000 worth of options premium collected. Most of it's booked. There are still some that are out there as well, but still $30,000. We're averaging about $3,700 a month. And we just keep pushing the numbers up and to the right? So we love to see that. We're 34 weeks through the year, which leaves us with 18 left. So we have 18 left, and average weekly income is about $892. Average capital in use is almost 131,000. And then our weekly return on capital is about 0.68, which is right where I like it. Weeks left, we have 18 weeks left in the year. If we were to put all of our money when we started the year in SPY and we just did nothing else, which is a totally fine way to do it, we would be sitting at 141,000. So that kind of highlights the difference here. If you trade on your own and you found a strategy that you think works for you, we've squeezed an extra $23,000 out by doing that. And we've showed every single trade here, right? So it's cool to see, and you guys should run the numbers on yours. If you compare it to SPY, how are you doing? Are you beating SPY? Are you underperforming SPY? Are you taking on too much risk? Are you not taking on enough risk? That's a good way to just kind of check it out. But here's where we're sitting with the 2%. 29.55 is the goal for August, based on the calcs we ran back in December. So that puts us at 794 we need to go to hit the 2% base case. If we want to go 3%, we need about 2,600 left. My guess is we're going to end somewhere in between the 2.5 and the 3%, just based on how I trade. And with 2 weeks left, I think we'll end between there. If we went up to 2,600 left, we would have to get a little bit more aggressive, and I don't necessarily like to get more aggressive when the markets are this hot. And so we'll have to take a look at that. So that's where we're sitting when it comes to those, and that's where we're sitting when it comes to the base case goals. But things are looking good, right? I've upped the goal. You guys know I upped it from 160 to 175,000. We're going to hit that through a couple of ways. One, we're going to be adding some new capital so that we can max out the IRA. And then two, we're going to be trading. If we do it just through trading, we have 10,500 left to go to hit the goal, based on that 164,500, which would take us about 12 weeks if we can sustain the average of around $900 a week. Yeah, it would take us about 12 weeks. We have 18 weeks left. So this is totally doable. Even if we come in a little bit under the average that we've had for the year, still doable to hit this by the end of the year. And then our goal of the 34,509, we're getting close to that, about 5 weeks out from hitting that. And then once we do that, we've wrapped up all the goals that we set out back in December of 2024. So we need about 4-ish hundred every single week for the next 2 weeks in order to hit the base case of 2%. We are about 94% of the way to the $175,000 goal. And we're about 73% of the way to the $29.55 goal for the month. So that's looking really good. Q3 is coming in at 7,881. We're averaging for the first 3 quarters so far about 10,110. And as we continue to bring in more options income, that average is going to, of course, go up, which gives us a good total goal, right? So right now we're on pace to do about 40 and a half, so $40,000 of options income for the year of 2025. And if we can continue on this pace, we're sitting at around, 176,000 if we can continue this pace. And that's not taking into account adding any new fresh capital. And then, about 5 weeks. 5 weeks in order to hit our annual options goal, which we went over a little bit. So that's the update for the account as of right now. Up and to the right is the only goal. We are slowly but surely just building. We have lots of cash on deck. We're at almost 165,000, and we've doubled up the account. We're just going to keep building. So that's what I got on deck. Of course, I'll alert when I make any trades. I'll be looking for dip opportunities like I saw this morning. And any opportunities where I can take a good risk reward, I will be doing it. I appreciate everybody as always. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the journey. Hopefully you're finding some value in the videos that I post. And I appreciate you tuning in each and every single week. Don't forget to drop a like, and happy investing. We'll catch you next video.